Welcome, guys, to another edition of this marvelous day of transfers. Ronaldo is officially now a Juventus player. And now there are a couple of things, or maybe more than just a couple of things, that I want to take care of. I want to talk about. I know I did this yesterday, but I feel like there's 7 things that we need to kind of think about what might happen or will happen. However you want to look at this. Cristiano Ronaldo, was bought at or around 100 million euros, I believe, or 99 pounds. It's about 112 million euros. And this really just changes the landscape like we thought it would. But first of all, there's 7 things I want to go real quick about. Now I gotta take too much time. First of all, this means that Serie A and Champions League is still in trouble. Nothing major, nothing out of the ordinary. I still hear some noise in the back. I don't know why there's so much noise in these walls, but it's, the family. But anyways, this means Serie A and Champions League is still in trouble. Just like it always will be. When you have 2 very powerful individuals that know how to play the ball, this game real well, you're going to have all this attraction, and you're going to have all this, all these wins for your team, and it's going to make a big difference for your team. No matter who Ronaldo plays, he's going to come with attraction. Now, it depends who he plays with, which I'll get in a second. Number 2, Juventus will get much wealthier because of Ronaldo. And I'm telling you this. He is, like I said, an attraction. And it's money-wise as well. Jerseys will skyrocket at an all-time high for Juventus now. Because a lot of players, a lot of people like this guy, this individual. And what he's done to Real Madrid is going to happen with Juventus. Maybe not as long as he did when he was with Real Madrid for 9 years. But something similar will happen, and Juventus is going to be wealthier. The jerseys will rack up, the merchandise will rack up, the tickets will rack up, will be purchased more. Everything will go up. Number 3, it might attract big names to the club. And that's also a possibility to keep in mind. We have a lot of very good players out there. You have that would love to play with Ronaldo and have a chance to play with Juventus, because Juventus is a very, very popular club team in Italy. And it has won the league several times. And it did this past season. And I believe it did. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it did. But we will see players that want to play in Juventus, and Ronaldo is probably going to ask for that. Because he's not going to have Luka Modric, he's not going to have Isco, he's not going to have Caballero like he did with Real Madrid. So he's going to want big-time names. Might ask for Real Madrid's midfielders. Who knows? Just something to keep in mind. Number 4, I think Ronaldo might need a better midfield that fits his style. Now that he's with Juventus, he's going to have a big say as to who he wants to be fed, who he wants as midfielders, so he can get fed the ball too. And so you might have some changes here and there on formations, because he is now coming in as a striker. He might be coming in as a left winger, but he now plays as a lone striker because of his age. He can't run as fast as he used to. The older you get, the slower you get. So that's one thing to keep in mind. He might not have the same response he had with Madrid, with when he was with Real Madrid. And as far as players go, this is a whole different team. This is a whole different set of minds. They might like him more, they might not like him more. He is an arrogant individual. very arrogant individual, and he wants things his own way. He has a lot of pride, and he wants things very meticulously done, and he is not going to settle for anything less. And players are known to get annoyed because of that. And in Real Madrid, there was some discussion about that in the back locker room. Some players did not fit with his mentality. Who knows what's going to happen with Juventus here? We might see an uproar, we might not see anything. But that's something to keep in mind. Madrid has a huge hole to fill. Very huge hole. Without him, there is going to be some shoes to fill that might not be filled for a very long time. Who knows? But you have names like Kylian Mbappe, who Real Madrid might be looking at. You might have Eden Hazard, which he plays for Chelsea, might come in and might do something, although he doesn't have the size advantage like Cristiano Ronaldo does. He's a tall guy, and in set pieces, he's one of the best. And he's wonderful all over the field, and as far as inside the box, right outside the box, he's a very good striker. Somebody has to fit his shoes, fill his shoes, but it's going to be very hard. And that's one thing that Real Madrid is sweating it right now, is who is he going to get replaced by? We're going to have to wait and see. The transfer window is wide open. Anything can happen. Barcelona might have it easier to win La Liga. And this is why I talk about Ronaldo. Not because I like him as a person, although I do respect him. He has absolute skill, monster, beast mode all the way. But this guy is, the reason why I'm talking about him is because of Barcelona. He was the rival to Barcelona. And in Madrid, Real Madrid was much more of a threat when it came down to El Clásico. Every time they played, twice a season. And this might be easier for them now, for Barcelona, to win La Liga and to win the Copa del Rey tournament and maybe Champions League, if Juventus is smart and gets him the players that fit around him. That might happen. So I'm not ruling it out that Barcelona is not going to have it easy, but I'm not saying it's going to have it hard either. We're going to have to wait and see, but that's a very, very good possibility that might happen. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. We're watching the World Cup. Things are great. So we're going to have to just look and see what's going to happen in the future. So just be aware of that, and hope you guys enjoy this video, and hope you guys enjoy the World Cup. And please subscribe and give me a comment. See what you guys think about all this. Maybe there's something you might have in mind, maybe an opinion. Let me know in the comments below. And have a great Barcelona day.